For Kira McMeekan to get going, to get that ball out of the midfield and create some offense for Jaya and McGirt.
Now in the dangerous areas, the wind picks up. On the side is Sheridan. Poked out of play by Mortensen, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Spartans right on the corner. It's in for Askadam, calling for a handball, and the handball is given. This storm is really picking up. Hopefully it does not rain on us, and hopefully it doesn't blow all our lineups away too.
If you close your eyes, it sounds like we're in England somewhere.
Ball into the midfield now. Taken away nicely. McMeekan pulls up. McGirt turns out wide. It's now Santin. Back for McGirt. Step over through. It's now Parentis. Lays it off. McGirt. Back off for Santin. Cuts inside. On the shot. Looking far post, and it's going to be saved by Caroline Freikard.
You know, the freshman, Karina Santin, she has put in some great performances in the last third of the field. Exactly what Miss Alicia Shuck would want. So hopefully she can do it again tonight.
It's now back as Mortensen will clear out of play. Throw coming for the Spartans. Looks like our referee this evening is going to make sure that everybody takes everything as it should be. No funny business, no moving up a few inches. It's Welliver trying to force her way through, and Whitaker now all the way through. Now on the opposite side, it's Kayla Crosby. Has it taken away. Ball into the box now, and diving into it is Kelly Rosewell.
Always good, a nice comfortable grab for Miss Rosewell. Get her confidence going.
High ball through, ball bounces over Parentis. She takes it back though. Askadam comes right in and takes it back though.
Too much time.
Askadam's going to be a player to watch. Just that number 10 or number 12 as she's wearing, but playing that number 10 role. Going to be pulling back to help in the defense, going forward to help in the offense. She'll be all over the field. Definitely a player to watch out for if you're Rollins. And here's Parentis now off the header. Misplayed. Looking for Santin. She tried to do a bit too much, as you can hear Alicia Shuck saying, keep it simple. McMeekan tries to just play it through. Comes now for Askadam. It's out wide now. Taken down is Askadam, and that will be a foul committed by Karina Santin.
You know what, just like the little number 12 Askadam is doing in the center circle, it's important for Kira McMeekan and Jaya Parentis to set that tone as well for the Tars.
Ball over top now, and a bit of a shove by Mortensen, but it was going both ways, so it's out of play. Tars throw. Looking for Santin, goes over her head. Parentis tries to pop it up and doesn't get the right touch on it. Back for Tampa now. Quick moves there from Ann Whitaker in the midfield. 1-2 passing, opens up the defense now. Good step in by Shalisa Crowell as she...
Excellent tackle.
She does the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. Love it.
We need some more Dikembe Mutombos in soccer, I tell you.
Quite a personality he was. Headed away by Santin.
Yeah, what a plus to have Shalisa Crowley in that back line. She's so confident and is a real force.
Now one of the only, I guess you could call veteran defenders in this team. I was trying to play out. Now it comes with China McGirt. She plays a lovely ball through onto the opposite side. Freikard comes out and plays it away. It will be a corner kick coming, sorry, Looks like it was off of Olivia Talmadge, so it'll be a goal kick. Caroline Freikar playing her angles nicely.
China McGirt just playing, I mean, she shows that all-round game for the whole season so far. Stepping back into midfield, playing the through ball. What a plus to have that.
And the physicality that she brings is unlike any other forward on this roster.
Yes.
Really a plus for this Tars offense. Just need to find a goal for her now. It's on the other side. Parentis gets it stuck under her foot. It's played away. Tars will remain with possession. Trying to get China McGirt into the box, as you could hear. She's taking it away now. Still with it is McGirt. Now plays it off for Mortensen. She's got space. Ball into the box now as Freikar claims, drops, but claims again. Almost.
But excellent run by Mortensen. She gives that width to this Rollins team that's so important.
Now Tampa will look to break. On the far side now, it's Whitaker. Tries to play the 1-2. It's going to roll out of play, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Tars. Thrown down for Parentis. Taken away by the Tars. Now here comes Tampa. Welliver cuts out. So now they look to break again. Here comes Talmadge on the far side. Talmadge still with it. Battling one-on-one on that far side. And she loses the battle of this one. I'm not sure who that was. I believe that was Brantley on the far side. And now here comes Tampa on the counterattack. Runners coming into the box. And plays to the top of the box. Tries to play it through. It's cut out by Talmadge and cleared away for the moment. Now here's Robinson. Chipped into the box. McMeekin clears. Back for Sheridan. Or Robinson, excuse me. Now all the way up and over from Gonzalez, and that'll be a goal kick coming for the Tars.
That was an excellent sequence by the Spartans. Took their time up until the point Robinson just kind of heaved it over the line. But again, excellent ball work by the visitors.
Headed down now. Cleared away by Crowell. Under to Stanton. Nowhere to go, and she's wrapped up. And the foul is given. Didn't hear the whistle, though.
Excellent bit of screening there by the number 15, Stanton. They're going to need a lot more of that today.
Mortensen plays it forward. Stanton chests it down. Tries to shield off her defender. Gets away from her now. Chip ball through. It's cut out.
Try.
Good read by the Spartans defense. Now it gets stuck under the foot of Crosby. And here come the Spartans. On the other side is Whitaker. Ball is through to Whitaker. It's taken away, and good defensive effort by Mortensen to disrupt that last ball. The final touch failed Whitaker. And Rosewell was able to grab.
So important not to give up on a play. And Mortensen did well.
This Tampa team is dangerous on the counterattack, as you've seen. Some very creative players in that final third. As that ball pops up, Tars appealing for a handball. And McMeekin is shoved off by Whitaker. Now Tampa will have some time to play it out of the back. Santine goes down. Now with Taiwo, back for Gonzalez. On that far side. Touch takes her forward, and now here come the Spartans on the counterattack. Players coming back, and a good job again. This time Kayla Crosby with the emergency defending. It will result in a corner for Tampa, but it could have been a lot worse.
Crosby was caught out of position there, but she tracked back well and snuffed out any danger. What a beautiful night for soccer though, Austin.
Could do without some of the wind, but I mean, the cool temperatures definitely kind of make up for it.
I'm sure the players are loving it.
It's been a lot better than it has been, that's for sure. 90 degrees, playing in turf, not ideal. This is ball into the box. Free header, it's going to go up and misclaimed by Kelly Rosewell. Luckily, the Tars defense there to clear it away.
Still in.
And it's still in indeed. Here's the Tars, and they play it away. China McGirt just a bit miscue over there with Santin.
McGirt did such a good job to hold it up that she gave herself too much time and thought about all the different plays she can do.
Well, she was the lone striker back and couldn't really do too much but hold it up. Defenders to her left and right. And as you can see, McGirt just sitting up there. Meanwhile, on the other end, Tampa with a chance. It's in the final third of the Tars. As they go into marking now.
There's a late run
as
here.
In comes Taiwo, stepping in from the center back position. She'll play it off now. Here's Sheridan with the cross, falling down in the box as a Spartans player. Still alive, and will be cleared by Amy Mortensen. Spartans really pushing the Tars back line, forcing them into little mistakes, but effective ones for the Spartans, taking advantage of just some emergency defending. As you can see, the pressing from the back line here by Tampa is really affecting the Tars.
I think
now cleared away by Crosby.
I think the back line is being a little too hasty with the ball. Can't take an extra touch and try and play it out.
Ross to McMeekin now heads it away, and here come the Tars, a chance now after the high pressure. They play it through. Here's China McGirt. It's cleared away just a bit by, I believe that was Taiwo. And now here come the Spartans the other way. McGirt steps in. On the far side now it's Crosby on the defense. Tampa will hold. And Taiwo with the play through. Clattering tackle in the midfield. Now comes out wide.
Great tackle.
Now Megan Welliver
Time to
has
counter.
some space. Gets it off from McGirt. Nobody else running forward though. She'll have to play it back and it's intercepted. Askadam now in the midfield. It's another one of those miscommunications. Tars get away with it though. As
you know,
the play from Welliver to McGirt was good, but then there was no follow-up run into the box that pulled the defender away.
correct. You have to kind of make up your mind. If you're going to press and win the ball, you have to counter. You can't press, win, and just stand still.
Exactly right. And on the far side is Crosby. She'll play it off. Talmadge has it taken away, but it remains Tar's ball. Throw in now to McGirt. Seems to have been everywhere on the field today. Now it's Talmadge. Mortensen with the space. As Santin calling for it in the box. Well, chipped away. Comes out to Kira McMeekin. Tries to play the ball through. Now it's Megan Welliver. As Welliver gets double teamed, clears it off the defender, and it'll be a Tars throw.
So Austin, 15 minutes gone. Looks like Spartans are comfortable on the ball and the Tars are being vigilant in their defense.
I think they just still haven't quite settled into the game. The high pressing from the Tampa Spartans has really thrown them off, and it's going to take some time with a young team like this to just get used to the speed and the pressure of a team like Tampa.
Yes, it does.
So now it's Talmadge on the far side. Poked through by Crosby, and it'll be out of play. Again, it just seems that every time there's a press coming from Tampa, Tars players get a bit too nervy and just clear it downfield, which doesn't allow anything to be built up in the attack.
Right. Yeah, sometimes making mistakes is the best way we learn, but if you don't want to make the mistake, it can hold back that learning curve.
Now a chance here for Tampa. Plays it through now. Raymond tries to play the give and go. It's knocked out. So Tampa will remain with the ball. The wind picks up again. Played through. on that far side. Tars trying to clear the ball, don't do a good job of it. Now they're into the box. Top of the 18, shot is blocked. And Santine a bit slow to get to the ball.
Good work by...
Good job by, I believe that was Mortensen to clear it away. Just stepping in at the last moment. Ball is through now. As here's Whitaker on the far side to the end line.
Great stop.
Poked away. Shalisa Crowell, the last one to get on it. Still in a dangerous area, though. Ball into the 18. It's caught by Kelly Rosewell.
That was such an important interception by the number 3 Crowell. I mean, that ball came right into the mixer, and she was there.
Off for Santin now. Welliver tries to play it through to McGirt. Slow to get there, and it's taken away by Tampa once again. Into the midfield now. Here it is, Whitaker. Able to turn. Askedam on the run. And she will find Nastasia Askedam into the 18. Tries to turn. Defender falls down. Now they play it back to the top. Cross into the box. Back for, was going to Whitaker and taken away.
Askedam's first touch let her down.
Now again, blocked. Shalisa Crowell on it. And it will be cleared away by Talmadge. Just for the moment again, here comes Tampa with the pressure. And well, that will be played out, and Tars get away with that. And we'll have our first subs of the contest here. Madison McKinley will come in for Rollins. Meanwhile, number 26, Ashley Loeza, will come in for Tampa. So it'll be Amy Mortensen coming out, so fullback position filled. Meanwhile, for Tampa, it'll be Alexa Sheridan.
Looks like Kayla Crosby is going to come across to the right back position.
Just switch sides then. Ball over the top, cleared down, wind picking up. Here comes Tampa as they blow past the Tars defense, shall I say. Ball top of the 18, taken by Raymond. Played back now, Whitaker. Top of the 18, back for Raymond. Tries the shot. Shalisa Crowell puts her body on the line, and it's just over the bar as Sarah Amon gets a free shot off the stop from Shalisa Crowell. Ball just sat there while Crowell was still trying to get up and allowed for a free shot from the Tampa Spartans.
But what a good first effort by Crowell to stop that initial shot, though.
You can hear Coach Alicia Schuck. Overhit the balls, don't play them short. Playing them short is exactly what Tampa wants them to do. They'll finally get some space out wide. Amy Mortensen, or excuse me, Madison McKinley now has it taken away. Tampa into the midfield, taken away now. It's Olivia Talmadge on the far side, gets it off to China McGirt.
McGirt has some time here.
And instead she'll pull it back. Now finds the run of Kayla Crosby. Defender closing fast, and she will not be able to keep it. Good job defensively there by Tampa, and that will be a foul on Kayla Crosby.
Yeah, that first touch in soccer, as you know, is so important. And Kayla's first touch let her down.
China, we want you in the box with the ball, not way out there. Right? Stay central.
It's thrown in. Crowell gets the last touch on it. It's into the midfield for Talmadge now. Olivia Talmadge tries to play the through ball. It's intercepted and taken away by Tampa. Now on the far side, Sarah Raymond tries to keep it in play, and she does so. Now on the run, here comes Tampa. On the far side is Whitaker now with some space. Plays it through, and it'll be collected by Rosewell, but a dangerous through ball. Tampa seems to be very good at just picking out those passes and threading them through the defense. They're lucky enough to get one just the right pace. It could really hurt the Tars.
Yeah, I think Parentis and McMeekan have to get a little bit closer together to try and snuff out that center circle. If you lose the center circle in soccer, you're going to lose the game. So the Tars really have to step up and put some pressure on Asgadam and Whitaker in the middle.
Cleared downfield, and it will be again Rosewell to collect. Ball up in the air, Welliver puts it down, and no one's there to claim it for the Tars. Bit of miscommunication as Parentis thought somebody else was coming for it and didn't run after it. Now pulled downfield again. Spartans with the through ball again. This time it's intercepted by Talmadge. Olivia Talmadge.
Great ball by Talmadge.
Good vision by her, and now it's out wide for Crosby. Crosby waiting for the runner. Here's Welliver. Back from McMeekin. She's got some space. She'll rip it from outside, and that will tail wide. Wind caught it a bit and pushed it wider, probably than she wanted it to be. And we'll have another sub coming for the Tars. It'll be Mariah Daly coming in for Megan Welliver.
You know what, Austin, the positive part about that play was the patience that was involved. They took their time and they got good possession. McMeekin at the end could have made a better decision, but still, the style of play was there.
It's thrown in now, Stanton here on the near side, trying to get past two defenders, and it's taken away. Here's Askedom now. Takes it to the end line and it's poked out. Crosby with the last touch on it. It'll be a Tampa throw right at the midfield line. Throwing quickly. Taken away. And Tars throw coming up.
That was excellent pressure by Santin. Pressure always starts with the forwards, and she did a great job there.
And have another sub coming in for the Tars in just a moment, as Parentis tries to get it stuck under her foot, and instead Robinson just takes it away from her. Ball played through by Robinson. It'll be rolling, and out of play. Goal kick coming. Robinson listed at 6 feet tall and stands head and shoulders above Jaya Parentis.
Maybe she can do the Matumbo wave sometime.
But having that imposing presence in the midfield, the ball winner, the destroyer, if you will, can be very effective, as we do have a substitution. Santin is out, and it will be the veteran, Jill Richards, coming in.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time focusing on Asgadam and Whitaker in the center circle, but just like you touched on.
So here we have a chance just going wide there is a good chance from China McGurr. Just pulls her shot a bit too much. Tried to get it up in the air, and unlucky to do the complete opposite.
But like you touched up, Robinson breaking up plays in the middle affords those two players time in the center circle.
Daly will throw it in. Again, almost won there by Robinson.
There she is.
It'll come back for her. Heavy touch, and it'll be taken away from her by Daly. Daly with a chance, and it's won back immediately by Robinson. Again, that big physical presence, the destroyer midfielder.
Just breezed Daly off the ball.
Now the ball through on the far side. Askedom. Whitaker running in. Cuts it back to Whitaker, and it's popped up in the air by Crowell for the Tars. Daly gets the last touch on it. It'll come out now for Crosby, and she'll clear it away. It's thrown in now. Daly somehow runs into it and knocks that out of play. Spartans with the throw coming up. Long throw in. Brantley heads it down. Ross will boot it downfield. Just as far as Allie Robinson, though. And again, booted up in the air, this time by Olivia Talmadge. One back in the air by the Spartans. And again, a loose 50-50 ball. Tars not jumping on it. That one's onto the far side. Whitaker is taken away nicely on that far side. It was Madison McKinley, and we'll have another substitution, not just yet. It'll be Isabella Poma coming in. We'll see for who soon. Under 20 minutes here in this first half, still scoreless. A lot of possession here for Tampa is cleared away by Daly. Headed away, and nobody for the Tars there to collect it.
Too much time.
Ball into the 18, and it's over goal, and goal kick coming. As now Poma will come in, Parentis comes out.
You know, Austin, I'm so impressed by Alicia Shuck, just having the confidence to play all of her roster, give all these young players a chance to play. And she does an amazing job in involving everyone.
Interesting you note that, because the majority of her roster this year are in fact young players. There's only one senior on this roster, which is Kat Weiss. So
yeah, I believe it's 12 freshmen.
It's quite a lot. 15 new players in general. As here's it's in the 18, cleared away for the moment by McKinley, and it's going to be offside on the Tars. As our assistant referee Abdel Katani had to yell to the head referee that there was an offside. He never caught it.
We're going to have to petition to get those headphones and so on for the referees for next season, Austin.
Like they do in MLS, they have the headsets in and
oh, yeah.
Get the VAR going as well, video review.
That's right.
Should be a fun time.
Can't wait.
Tampa now into the area. Misplay as here is Whitaker into the 18, and it's going to be off the line by Shalisa Crowell.
You know, great effort by Whitaker and an equally great effort by Roswell.
Now it's Robinson. Policeman back. Nasello into the 18, headed away by Crowell. Immediately comes right back. It's Nasello on the right. Long ball into the 18, and Mackenzie.
I think the Spartans got away with one.
Well, here's a chance for the Tars now. Immediately blocked away, though, by Gonzalez.
Great ball.
Through ball into danger. Chipped in, and again Shalisa Crowell there to head it away for the moment. Tars still defending for their lives as McKinley just knocks it out of play.
That was a great ball by Asgadom. Just stepping back into that space and threading the needle.
And on the far side is Raymond. Plays it through, the one touch. Players calling for offside. Poma now. A great job clearing it. And again, Tampa with possession. Here's Taiwo.
Giving away.
And here's Poma now for the Tars. Ball through, nobody quite speedy enough to get to it. And, well, the Tars get gifted some possession here. Caroline Freikart just clears it away. And we'll have another substitution coming for the Tars, as it will be the lone senior, Kat Weiss, who will come in. And coming out is Olivia Talmadge.
Like you said, Austin, they're going to get a chance to break. Just the decision after they get the ball back is so important.
Gerd shields off her defender, plays it off into the 18. Here's a chance. Freikart claims, as Mariah Daly, I believe, was coming on the far side to head it in. Freikart, the senior goalkeeper, she's been in net for just about every game for Tampa that I can remember them playing, at least against Rollins. An incredible force to try and stop, as on the other side, Allie Ross knocks it away. Corner kick coming for Tampa. It'll be interesting to see some of the possession stats and some of the corner stats at halftime, just to see the discrepancy between the two teams and maybe what the Tars really need to work on.
Yeah, the corner count is racking up here.
Ball into the 18. Be cleared away.
Great turn by McGirt. There she is.
It's Shanna McGirt. Not too much going forward for her. Now she lays it off for Kat Weiss. Weiss steps on the ball, plays it back. Now the Tars give it away.
Yeah, that
It's been a lot of good build-up and then just one errant pass that disrupts the offensive flow.
Correct. And now everybody's out of position, right?
Now here's the ball through. Tight angle, and she will be forced to put it into the side netting. Will Whitaker. Tars get away with that one again.
Austin, that just shows the repercussions of an errant pass. Immediately the Spartans made use of the space and had a shot, well, near the goal anyway. But yeah, taking care of the ball in the middle of the park is so important. This young Tars team have to work on that.
Rosewell puts it in and, well, puts it out. Wind, we'll say the wind carried that out. Wind is blowing quite a bit now. As we'll have another substitution for the Tars coming up. She started a few games this year as well. Molly von Eschenbach. Booted downfield and immediately taken away by Robinson. McMeekin gets the last touch on it for the Tars, tries to clear it downfield. Comes off from Mariah Daly now. On the far side, it's McKinley. Clears it downfield, and it's going to be headed, well, not quite out of play, and, well, now it's out of play. And now we'll have our substitution. Looked like it was going to go out of play, saved for a moment. And Molly von Eschenbach will come in for Isabel of Homa, who just came in a few minutes ago.
Yeah, the rotations are quick in Alicia Shuck's team.
Checking in for Rollins, number 12.
Told the story on the broadcast before, but Molly von Eschenbach had a cup of tea with the Orlando Pride, the NWSL professional team, in the preseason.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
We'll get to that story in just a bit. Rost steps in as they're into the 18 again. Poked out of play, and we'll have a goal kick for the Tars. But back to Molly von Eschenbach. She was part of the preseason squad. Some of the academy players, the ECNL Academy for Orlando City, gave them an opportunity to play with the Pride as they were short a few players in preseason.
Yeah.
And Molly von Eschenbach had a chance to play with some of the best players in the world.
That's great exposure.
It is indeed. As offside from assistant referee Abdel Katani. I believe that's only the second one of the afternoon so far.
Speaking about Orlando City, Austin, I'm dying to ask you a couple of questions on your experiences with Orlando City. I think our audience will want to know a thing or two in what you've seen.
Well, I'll talk about the Pride for sure as they head into Portland, play the Thorns in the NWSL semifinal game this weekend. This ball is through into the Tars 18. Time and space will be cleared downfield and immediately given right back to Tampa again. An errant touch, but it will go out of play. The Pride, along with Marta, one of the 5-time World Player of the Year.
Yeah,
Alex Morgan, 2-time World Player of the Year. Allie Krieger, U.S. Women's National Team. Ashton Harris, U.S. Women's National Team. Alana Kennedy from the Australian Women's National Team. They've got a ton of international talent.
Yeah.
And it's right in this backyard, so great exposure. Talked a bunch with head coach Tom Sermani. He's been around, a very approachable guy, really nice and great to know.
Yeah.
He's always scouting the local soccer scene. The women's soccer at UCF has been incredible this year. Few players from past Rollins teams here with the women's side have been on his radar.
Yeah.
It's just nice to be able to have some connections with a professional team.
Sure.
And have this college atmosphere right in his backyard.
Yeah. So have you gotten a chance to talk to Marta?
Yeah. Her English is not as good as her Swedish, funny enough. She actually speaks Swedish better than she does English.
Okay.
She can understand English impeccably.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel comfortable speaking it necessarily.
Sure. That's understandable.
But, I mean, an incredibly humble player for a 5-time World Player of the Year.
Yeah.
World Cup champion, and it's kind of wild to just be able to talk to her as that one's into the 18. We get a bit caught up in talking about that, but game is still going on 0-0. We're under 10 minutes to go. Kelly Rosewell will boot this one downfield. Popped up on Mariah Daly. And
So
we'll go back to Tampa.
despite all the possession, corners, and chances, the game is still 0-0, which means that gives Rollins some confidence here whenever they do get the ball, or if there ever is a break. This game still is very much tied.
We'll have another substitution for the Tars. It'll be Yaya Meng coming in just a bit. She's one of the 4 goal scorers for the Tars this season. Meanwhile, Tampa on the run into the 18, cross in. Jaleesa Crowell gets a touch on it and cleared downfield. Now we have a chance here as Jill Richards gets on it. She'll pick up her head, get it off to Kat Weiss. Good duck by the referee out there.
Have to use the space.
So now it's off from Von Eschenbach. Molly plays it off for Weiss. Right to the end line. Not too much space for her to work with. China McGirt trying to get through. It's going to be played off of Caroline Freikard, though. And great effort there by Taiwo to win the ball back for her side and just play it out.
That was a goal-saving chance by Taiwo there. I mean, excellent ball over the top. Keeper made a muff of it, but Taiwo swept up the problem.
It looks like Taiwo is in some pain now, as we'll have some substitutions. Jill Richards will come out for Meng. And then number 22, Sid Greiner. She will come in, I believe, for Ashley Lueza, who came out. China McGirt takes it away. Askedom right on her tail, though. Tries to play it forward. Von Eschenbach on that side, and it's taken away on that far side. Tampa will play it through. Into the midfield now. Robinson has it taken away. Von Eschenbach just boots it downfield. Meng on the run. Freikard comes out of her goal to play it forward. Pressure coming from the Tars. And now a chance coming here for Rollins as Kat Weiss keeps it in. Meng on the side.
Nice
She'll
turn.
cut it back. Takes the shot, and it's popped up in the air. Freikard will claim it. And that's a great opportunity. Instant impact from Yaya Meng.
You know, the Tars actually got direct when they got that break, and it showed there.
There's a difference in personnel as Rosewell will come out after a long ball. Claims it. Shot count as of right now is 6-3 in favor of Tampa, and Rosewell hits that one into the wind, and it just rolls right back into the midfield. Jaleesa Crowell gets a bit too aggressive on that one and will give away a free kick now coming for Tampa. And we'll have another substitution coming for the Tars, Kaylin Snyder. She'll be coming in from Mariah Daly in just a second. Meanwhile, Gonzalez will be over this one for the free kick for Tampa. We'll boot this one, and we'll go out of play. No danger in that one, and Snyder, she will come in for China McGirt. Much deserved rest here for McGirt. She's been trying her best to get things going all alone up top. And there's only so much she can do.
She's done an amazing job holding up the ball and creating whatever she can.
Out of play while I got an opportunity. Keep track of today's stats and follow the play-by-play action live by visiting tarstats.com. Whether you follow on your computer, tablet, phone, or other mobile device, tarstats.com lets you view up-to-the-minute statistical action as it happens on the field. Just visit tarstats.com, find today's game in the list of live events, and you're ready to view the latest in-game live stats for Rollins women's soccer. And if you do that, you will see what we can't right now. All over the top by McKinley. On the run is the newly subbed in Snyder. Keeps it in play. Eschenbach back for Snyder. The 1-2.
Nice.
Molly Von Eschenbach tries the effort. It's blocked. Stays with it though. Von Eschenbach tries to play it off for Meng. Meng now on the run. As cutting inside, Nastasia Askedom plays it through now for Whitaker. And it's going to be too heavy of a touch. Tars get away with one there.
Just want to go back to the play before. Excellent 1-2 between Snyder and Von Ischenberg. And then Askedom showing off that pace in the middle of the park is just something to watch.
And it's not even the pace too, because you can flat out run, but it's the close dribbling that she was able to show off. The ability to control the ball while running with pace.
Yeah.
And that takes a special talent.
And creates so much room for your players.
The ball through now. Snyder on the run as Askedam, or excuse me, Caroline Freikard. She'll claim that one. All up in the air. Headed back by McMeekin. And a bit of a miscue as Mariah Daly tried to get it to Meng.
Yeah, that's a now you see me, now you don't moment, right?
Now again,
Whitaker.
The pace coming from Whitaker. She'll get out wide. Shalisa Crowell right on her as she pushes off, gets into the 18. And luckily for the Tars, they are able to come away with it now.
What a luxury to have Asgadam and Whitaker on the field at the same time.
Head down into Robinson now. Tars come away with it. Ross with a nice little dummy. Sends the defender going, and Tars are able to collect themselves for the moment. 3 minutes and counting. Ball gets stuck, and now comes away with Kat Weiss. Weiss tries to play it off for Meng, but she's not even looking at it. And it's another turnover here to the midfield. Whitaker tries to run it down, and it's going to jump over top and out of play. Throw-in coming for the Tars. Crosby will take the throw over the head of Meng. Right back to the Spartans and Askedam. Wow. Nice little chip over top. Beautiful effort to Whitaker. She's into the 18 now. And cleared away by Allie Ross for the moment. And it will roll out of play. Corner coming.
That was an exceptional bit of skill by Asgadam. First to bring the ball under control, and then the little flick between the defense to put Whitaker on her way.
So we will have a corner. I believe it is Askedam on said corner. Into the 18. High floater. Tars try and clear it. Tampa still with possession. And Gonzalez will have this one roll out on her. Tars have a chance to break if they take it quickly enough.
Here they come.
And it's off for Eschenbach now. Clears it forward. It's now for Snyder. Has it taken away. Gonzalez plays it opposite.
I love the positivity of the quick throw-in on the far side.
Got to take advantage of it when you can, especially with the way this game has been going.
Yeah.
Any little bit of advantage that you have to take. Meng chested down, skirts past her defender, falls down on the switch of field. It's McKinley on the far side. She'll cross into the box and will float over top and out for a goal kick. Under 1 minute to go now.
I think Coach Alicia Shuck will probably want to tighten things up in the middle, put more pressure on Asgadam, because she and Whitaker are right now dictating the play. So I really think that's going to be the halftime talk in a couple minutes.
One of the things Alicia Shuck was telling me is the team needs to gain momentum and be able to utilize it. As here's a ball through for Snyder. As she keeps it alive for a moment, and will be a goal kick. 20 seconds and counting. Well, we will go into halftime, I believe, as it stands now. Shot chart looks a bit more even. That one goes out of play. That will indeed be the end of the first half. 45 minutes in the books. 0-0 our score. Chances plenty for Tampa. Stars still trying to find their footing. And hopefully a halftime talk in the locker room from head coach Alicia Shuck will help them get that footing and find a goal in the second half.
Yeah, the scoreline does not tell the story. Exciting play from back to front on both teams. I mean, Spartans are the ones forcing the issue, creating more chances, but the Rollins Stars are holding firm, and they had a couple counterattacks. One or two counterattacks goes your way, you get that first goal, and the first goal changes everything.
It's all about the execution of those counterattacks, though.
That's right.
If you can string 2 or 3 passes together, unlock the defense, you can get into goal. It's just a matter of doing all of that.
Yeah,
and that's what's been missing so far.
Yeah, when you pressure the ball and you get that first touch to counterattack, that first touch has to be so sound to set up the counterattack, and the Tars have to use a little bit more of that.
Well, the Tars head into the break, try and compose themselves, come out in about 15 minutes for the second half. We will be back in about that much. Come back a bit early and break down all the first half stats, including the shots on goal and whatnot. And we'll talk a little bit about what both teams need to do in the second half. So we'll be back. Stay tuned. right, folks, we're back here for the second half between Rollins and Tampa. Rollins still not out of locker room yet, but there's 12 seconds left, so hopefully they get out in time. Once again, Austin David here with Ryan Davis. Let's run down the first half stats. So far, 0-0 our score. Tampa leads in shooting 7-5. 3 corner kicks for Tampa, 0 for the Tars. 3 saves by Rollins' Kelly Rosewell and only 1 by Caroline Freikard for Tampa. 3 fouls on Rollins, 1 on Tampa. No cautions, no ejections. So as the Tars come back out on the field for this second half, Ryan, let's talk about that first half and talk about what the Tars need to do to get some rhythm going.
Well, I think we touched earlier on in the game that the center circle has to be contested. Asgadam, Robinson, they've been taking over that center circle. So Kira McMeekan and Jaya Parentis have to step up, put pressure, and try to at least gain some authority, some more of that possession in the center circle. And that's going to be infectious throughout the rest of the team. And that's going to dictate the flow of the game as well. You're not always going to be pinned back in your own half. You're going to have some possession. The players are going to have some fun. And then, a goal may score, you get more chances. And that's how it's done. It starts in the center circle, Austin.
Absolutely, playing through the midfield and trying to get things going. Tars really have been pinned back, though, for most of the first half. And so what they really need to do is just get some possession, calm down, stop booting the ball forward, and play through the middle, like you said. And everything starts through the midfield, try and get some service into the midfield, opens up space for the wingers. Yeah. There's some overlap that can happen, then the forwards can get forward, and that just opens everything up. Yeah,
if you're going to play it long, you're going to have to get very specific and play to China McGirt's feet. Other than that, then you're going to have to make a mistake playing the ball short. So if you're going to commit to the long ball, you have to commit to McGirt because she's the only one. And Sentin, she shows her ability to hold the ball up as well. So if those 2 forwards can do that on a constant and regular basis, then you can commit to the long ball.
And the benefit with the Tars playing with that 2 forward formation is that when one forward holds up, the other one can make a run off of that hold-up play and try and open up some spacing. But as of right now, it's been one forward holding it up and then waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
And that can't happen. You got to keep it moving. You can't be waiting for somebody to come up. You have to. Communication is key. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, in soccer, that window of opportunity to pass the ball to an open player closes very quickly.
And we'll have an interesting restart here as Jill Richards will just kick it right to Caroline Freikard. And, well, we're underway for the second half.
Now, is that a direct insult to Caroline Freikard, or is that just a set play by her?
It's just something completely unexpected.
Yeah, I'll say.
Because you never know. You can catch the goalkeeper off guard, and who knows what can happen, especially with the wind. So Molly von Eschenbach remains in the game for the Tars. Ball's out now on that left side. That's taken away by the Tars now. Jill Richards plays it through. Here's Olivia Talmadge. Leaves it off. Von Eschenbach tries to play it through. It's going to come back now. McMeekan for Richards. Chips it over top, and Freikard easily claims.
Jill Richards likes her chances against this keeper, as we can see. Well, Austin, first 2 minutes we have seen a lot more positivity from the Tars.
There's been a lot of pressing here from the Tars. It's just a matter of getting it right. It's a lot of, I wouldn't say rash challenges, just very dangerous ones, I should say. Because if you get them wrong, that completely opens up the space for Tampa. As now they've driven down the other side of the field into Tars territory. Here is Lacey Nasalo, plays it off. Raymond now, off again. Wisman, and it's knocked out for a corner.
Forgive me for hopping on Asgadam, but that touch she just laid off to her right midfielder was just exquisite.
And it will be Asgadam here for the corner kick. This will be the 4th of the evening. Ball into the area. Von Eschenbach heads away. Gonzalez now with the touch. He'll take the effort from long range, and it will fly over top for a goal kick.
Not a bad idea when you have 9 defenders rushing at you. Don't have many options at that point, so I can't say I blame the number 3, Miranda Gonzalez.
You got a 1 in 100 shot of hitting it in the sweet spot and hitting it right, so
Exactly.
you take that 1 in 100 chance. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. As Joe Richards gets it off, China McGirt chests it down, and a great play there by Taiwo. Just nothing too major, just a little tap away, but enough to disrupt the attack.
That's right. We just saw a 3rd shot on goal for the half, so Rollins being a lot more direct.
Trying to take the game to the Spartans here as the wind picks up again. It's been little gusts here and there, nothing too major, but any ball that's up high in the air takes a few weird wobbles. So now the Tars with some chances here. Ball play through. Joe Richards, he's not going to be able to get there as Taiwo will win it. Plays it back for Frykard, and Frykard plays it all the way over to Megan Welliver on the far side. She'll just escort it out of play, and it'll be a throw coming for the Tars.
Yeah, the number 18, Renee Taiwo, seems to be very quick back there, so that through ball is going to have to catch her napping.
Richards tries to just play it off for defender. Instead, it comes away, and now a counterattack opportunity coming for Tampa. Here is Wisman on the run, as Ross will get there and clear it out of play.
Kelly, open your mouth! Kelly, get that ball from Allie!
Coach Shuck is definitely voicing her instructions and opinions now.
You can hear her trying to get her players to just communicate with each other. There's an interception now. Here come the Tars, and
but there's that first touch, though.
First touch has let the Tars down this evening. As China McGirt now has a chance to run on Gonzalez. Gonzalez taking it away from McGirt. She'll play it out and forces a throw, does McGirt, just being a nuisance.
Yeah.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Defense starts with the forwards.
Don't have to try and do everything at once. Just try and do the little things and work your way towards goal. Here's the throw from Crosby. Off from McGirt, right at her feet. Hold up play, no one overlapping. Van Eschenbach. Back from McGirt. Holds up play again. Switches it to the other side. Now that would have been a situation where if Crosby would have overlapped, it would have been an easy run through into goal.
Yes.
But instead they're playing a more defensive shell where the fullbacks aren't really overlapping.
But I think that was Crosby's.
So here's a chance. Van Eschenbach, bit of a heavy touch. Players down in the area. Let's clear it out, and it'll be a Tars throw.
But going back to that last play, you're pressing, you're at home. I think that is Crosby's choice to make that run, though, you know?
I think maybe when it comes down to it, maybe 10 minutes left in the game, they'll start making those runs. But with the counterattacking ability that Tampa has shown, it may not be the right time.
No, good point.
Here's McGirt with the long throw into the box. Takes a few touches. Joe Richards takes the shot. It's blocked. Richards again, and it's over top.
Well, Jill Richards has come in this second half and has her 4th shot in the space of 6 minutes. So she has made her intentions very clear.
Sometimes you just need someone to be
sure,
to want to take those shots. As McMeekin now over top, Askadam on the run here. Defenders closing, and great job. Combination play of, I believe that was Kieran McMeekin, and trying to see who is that down. I believe that's Amy Mortensen as well. Great job by the two of them.
Oh, great defending again. You know, Crosby and I believe it was McMeekin corralled Asgadom there and didn't let her out or into the box.
It was Mortensen on that one with the stop in the box, and then Crosby with the clearance just now.
Right.
Now here's Crosby again.
Great effort on those two.
Tampa in the area now with the throw. This will be Raymond a few steps back into the 18, headed away. Cleared up in the air by Shalisa Crowell and out of play, coming right for us. And a throw coming for Tampa once again. Nasello throws it in. Off for Whitaker. She takes her touch out of play.
I think her touch ended up in the parking lot.
Bounced right back. Crosby now set to throw. Off from McGirt. Bounces over her.
Two hands in the back.
Barely heard the whistle there with all the wind. Correct call by our head referee this evening.
You know, speaking about the wind, a windy 70 degrees in October in Orlando, it doesn't get better than this.
All it takes is a tropical depression off the coast. Classic Florida. So Kayla Crosby is set to go, as are the referees. We'll get back underway. The long ball. Great strike there as it comes off now. Tars with the opportunity. Welliver tries to cut it back and loses her footing, loses the touch, and loses the ball. Now a chance for Tampa to move back the other way. Tars closing in. Pressure coming now as you can hear the players trying to communicate with each other. Ball is run through now. Raymond will let that one go, and it'll be a goal kick. But again, Tars putting on that pressure every time somebody touches the ball. They're running after them, which is better than what they were doing in the first half, which was just letting them play and absorbing all that pressure. So they're kind of trying to take the game to Tampa to this point.
And Austin, we're better than at home to set the tone.
Absolutely. Got to take advantage of that home field advantage,
Yeah.
right? It's Von Eschenbach.
Another great example of setting the tone. Van Eschenbach not messing around in the middle and trying to win back that center circle.
Lets her know that she's there. Whitaker now. Great little play from Whitaker. She'll take her touch out wide. Free cross into the box. It'll be right at the edge and cleared over goal.
What
a gift of an opportunity for Tampa, and they fail to convert.
What a play by Whitaker, making all the room for herself. A great cross, and that ball could have ended up anywhere.
Whitaker, the junior from Coconut Creek, Florida, really making things happen for her offense. Askadam has done her bits here and there, but I think Whitaker has really been the linchpin for this Tampa offense. This ball off now. Mortensen takes her touch out wide, and she will maintain possession. Somehow Amy Mortensen comes away with it, and she's got some space to run with. Tries to play it off now, but it's intercepted. McGirt was waiting for it. And great job, Kieran McMeekin. Takes a bit of a heavy touch off that clearance, and they will give a corner off of that as well. So yeah, McMeekin, a great job knocking it off of Gonzalez's leg as she cleared the ball downfield. Somehow earns a corner for her team.
The aggressiveness is paying off. Sometimes being aggressive, you get the calls going your way, you get the whole tempo and vibe going your way, and the Tars are doing that right now.
This game has really opened up in the second half, a far cry from what it was in the first. Much more of an even game.
They call the second half the coach's half.
There you go. Gets a chance to have them talk as ball is into the box, up in the air, and they will get it's like a foul on China McGirt as they knocked into Caroline Freikard. As she looked like she may have taken a knock there. They'll have a stoppage in clock and have a check on her. Meanwhile, we'll take a quick second here to remind you that you can keep track of today's stats and follow all the play-by-play action live on tarstats.com. On your phone, mobile device, tablets, computers. Not sure if you can do it on flip phones, but you can always try if you still have one. All you have to do is go to tarstats.com, and you can follow along with us in the game.
Austin, just want to make a quick observation here. The number 7, China McGirt, is one type of striker. And then we look at the total opposite, her counterpart, which is Whitaker, is a totally different type of striker. Both very effective in what they do, but have completely different games.
Ball's played forward. Now on the far side, Joe Richards had a chance, is knocked away. Throw incoming, here it is from Tampa. Popped up in the air, Mortensen closing down. Bit of an aggressive play from Shalisa Crowell, and Allie Ross will just clear it downfield now. Gonzalez pops it up in the air. Here's a chance for the Tars. McGirt settles under it. And she slips and falls, trips over the ball. As now Tampa has a chance to counter. Ball through. Here comes Whitaker. And a bit of a...
That was a timely tackle by Ross.
Allie Ross, as Kelly Rosewell was coming out, trying to be aggressive on that, but I think if Ross had missed that tackle, that would have been an easy chip for Tampa.
Yeah.
Here's Whitaker now, takes the chest into the box, pops it up in the air, as Shalisa Crowell gets ahead on it. Still in the area, and Crowell finally just boots it downfield. Shalisa Crowell has been incredible today for the Tars. Ball again, Shalisa Crowell again. Whitaker, though, this time she gets a touch on it. It's popped away again. Still in the area. Shalisa Crowell again with the mop up and clears it downfield.
Yeah, Crowell and Ali Ross are having both of them are having great games tonight.
Askedam now feeds it forward the other side. Raymond, one-on-one with Ross. Takes it out wide. Crosses into the box. It's knocked out, and it'll be a corner coming for the Tampa Spartans. It'll be Askedam running over to take this one. It's just as we were talking about momentum, it's swinging back in the way of Tampa. Multiple chances in the 18. Tars just couldn't clear it past that last defender. Ball into the box, headed up and over the bar.
That was a great chance. She was wide open. Just couldn't get over it though. Yeah, so much energy was put in of soccer. It's beautiful.
Would have been a different story completely if the Tars had used that energy and gotten a goal out of it. Then they could have sat back, defended.
Yeah.
But not is not the case. As Askedam plays it off. Whitaker now, top of the 18, plays it through, tries to turn, and does so. Now it's Raymond on the far side. She'll cut it back. Great job there, and I believe that was indeed Kayla Crosby on that stop.
Yeah, excellent bit of play on the left-hand side for the Spartans.
Now here's Nasello, free cross into the box, popped up in the air. Ross under it. Doesn't get too clear, and there's a quick little touch by Talmadge. Still with the Spartans, though, as here's Whitaker. Tries to play it out wide. Will they keep it in play? Yes, they will. As now it's another opportunity here for Tampa. Plays it back off to Askedam. Nastasia, great little ball through. Can they get the cross in? They can. It's low. It's popped up in the air. Again, Allie Ross there to do it.
Excellent cross.
And Joe Richards body off the ball, and she'll earn a foul and a free kick. Center back pairing for the Tars. Shalisa Crowell and Allie Ross have been huge for this Tars defense today. Tons of clearances for them.
Not only in the air, but the ball's coming through the middle. They've had a great all-round performance tonight.
Joe Richards pops it up. McGirt settles under it. Tries to turn. Great job again by Taiwo. She's been really aggressive, and that's a foul on McGirt.
You know, McGirt just showing that hold-up play, but being a freshman and not used to the speed of the game, that decision-making has to become a little quicker as she gets older.
And I've talked to a lot of college coaches from both the men's and women's side, and they say that's the biggest adjustment period for players that play in academies, that come into the college game, whether it's Division 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
The adjustment period is the speed of the game. As that ball's over top, Frankard will claim it. But it's across all borders. You know, they say that the academies just don't prepare them as well as, say, you know, different academies all over the world. They prepare them for the speed of the game in, say, in Europe and in England, and you know, they prepare them for this kind of speed of the game. But academies in America still have a bit to go. As now here's Tampa on the other side. Ball is low into the box. Poked away and trying to sneak into the back post.
McMeekan is
Can't
in.
clear it. And that's popped up and over goal. They will give a goal kick for that one, and we'll have some substitutions.
I think McMeekan is in trouble, Austin. She made a clearance there and just does not look herself.
So we'll have the substitutions as Jill Richards comes out for Kaylin Snyder. Meanwhile, Megan Welliver. Kieran McMeekan is down and walking off. There will be Megan Welliver off from Mariah Daly. And it will be McMeekan off now as Isabella Poma will come in her stead.
That is going to be a big setback for the Tars because I think McMeekan really stepped up into that spot like we spoke about. So let's see if somebody can fill her shoes.
Snyder on the far side. Tries to just poke it through, using a bit of physicality there, and she will commit the foul instead.
Just tell me the name. 28.
Well, here's a chance through the defense, cleared away for the moment, but it's going to be a corner kick coming for Tampa. Last ditch clearance from Kayla Crosby, and well, we'll have a substitution. This could be beneficial for the Tars as they get a bit of respite from Robin Whitaker. She'll get a breather.
Yeah, I don't think this is the last we're going to see of her tonight.
Absolutely not. She will be back, but she will be back refreshed, which is dangerous for the Tars. Askedon, meanwhile, on the corner. High up in the air, punched away by Rosewell. And here comes Kaylin Snyder, unable to run it down. Both players fall down as they go for the ball. Back for Askedon still now.
What a plus to have the goalkeeper come and snuff out those balls. It really takes pressure off your back four.
Gonzalez now. Got some space. Plays it forward. Out wide now is Raymond.
In the middle, Ellie!
Raymond pushing out wide. Good job there, Crosby. Now it's intercepted by Talmadge.
Snyder!
Back for Crosby, and she'll clear it just as far as Nasello. Plays it far post over everybody's head.
Good cross,
And
though.
will be out of play, goal kick. And again, it's a lot of those situations. It's been a similar situation where they'll go down the line, pull it back. And the fullbacks are always open for those long cross-field crosses.
Yeah, they just need somebody on the far side to come around, but that doesn't seem to happen.
But it's happened a number of times, and the Tars have read it really well.
Yeah.
So credit to Rollins' defense for just being aware of exactly what's going to happen when it gets out to those fullbacks. Meanwhile, chance into the box, skirts through, cleared away for the moment, and good job by Isabella Poma getting a foot to it. Now she'll get it forward, and Snyder was unable to handle it.
Yeah, tough break for Snyder. She didn't have much time on the ball.
But now the Tars have pushed them back and are able to press them a bit more as that one goes into the street and almost run over by a car. Quick brakes from the Nissan out there. Could have been a lot worse.
No car is safe here at Rollins College.
Oh, you should see the baseball field. The parking lot is literally behind the first base side, and well, there have been some shattered windshields in the past, put it that way. I'll be headed back over to the Rollins bench. Tampa with the throw now. Be sure to stay up to date on the latest news and information about Rollins Athletics. You can like Rollins Sports online on Facebook at facebook.com/Rollins Sports, and you can also follow them on Twitter, twitter.com/Rollins Sports.
Yeah, another car just almost got taken out as you were reading that advertisement.
Stop her, back her up.
Askedon now with the ball.
You can see the blue shirt starting to collapse around her when she gets the ball now, Austin.
Now that she is the only playmaker, essentially, that they need to worry about. Snyder pops it up, McGirt under it.
Excellent control. Excellent. There's that decision making though.
Here's McGirt. Closed down. Poma will be able to get to it. She'll play it off and just out of the reach of Talmadge.
Yeah, again, an excellent turn by McGirt, creating space for her teammates.
She creates a space for her teammates, but it's almost she's trying to do it just a bit too much. You got to be able to rely on your other teammates. You hold up the play, let them run past you, and then play it through, allow them to take up space, and then play off of them, get into a scoring position.
Yeah, just holding on too long.
Just allows the defense to collapse on her, and then it's too late to get the ball out of her feet. And as McGirt pressuring the ball there, forces a throw coming. As you can see, the corner flag is just completely bending over with the wind. You can tell really it's starting to pick up in certain instances.
Yeah.
Again, those balls in the air, they just really affect them. This will be a long throw coming for the Tars. It's going to be low, as a matter of fact. It's Ross now.
Excellent.
Able to keep it in play. Shalisa Crowell now with it.
Crowell and Ross are so physical. They put a lot of pressure on the forwards.
Mortensen plays it back. Cleared downfield by Rosewell. And this one will be a throw for the Tars. So here's Crosby. Trying to find out who she can throw it to first. You have a wide open Talmadge in the middle. Now she finds Snyder. Snyder falls down trying to hold up play, and now it's going to be a run through. Ross will be able to get to it, plays it back. Rosewell takes a touch, plays it forward. Now it's Mortensen on the far side. She'll play it downfield. And Daly falls down. It'll be off of her. Tampa throw coming up.
So I think with 22 minutes left, within about 6 or 7 minutes, I believe Alicia Shuck may make another change or two to try and, dictate this pace, the pace of the game again. Try and get some more energy back on the field.
Let's get some more forwards in scoring position. That's really what they need. China McGirt has been alone up top for most of the game as the Tars have tried to defend. As we'll have Jaya Parentis coming in, subbing in for Olympia Talmadge. That's more of an offensive-looking substitution right there.
Yeah,
Talmadge has done well in encasing the back line, just helping them out, but Parentis is more of an attacking-minded player. As McGirt gets a touch on it and will be out of play before she touches it.
In
the
same breath, the Spartans still have Whitaker on that sideline, so their coach is going to make a move in the next 5 or 6 minutes to try and steal this game.
I think what they'll do, if the score stays the same, they may throw Whitaker on towards the last 8 to 10 minutes. Try and steal a 3 points late. That one's going to be into the side netting. A very good quality shot there. I believe that was Raymond.
Yeah, trying to catch Roswell napping there, but I think Roswell had that first post covered.
A lot of the shots from Tampa have been toward. Thrown in now as immediately Jackson gets into the fray, popped into the box, cleared up in the air by Rost. Parentis gets involved, cleared down by Rost, and out of danger for the moment.
How many Ali Ross are there on the field?
Seems to be everywhere. If it's not Ali Ross, it's Shalisa Crowell. They've both been rock solid in the back so far to this point. As Mortensen tries to take an extra touch to get some power into the clearance, and it just takes her out.
I think the phrase is she ran out of real estate.
Indeed. And tried to get some power on the throw, and it flipped backwards. Crowell knocks it off a Tampa defender on the far side. Not sure who that was. Actually, I think that was Jackson on the far side. Mortensen takes a throw. Snyder holds it down. Dangerous place to start playing like that, and they just clear it downfield now.
Oof.
As Daly Sorry, that's Snyder. Daly had the ball in the first place. Now Parentis, quick passing. That's what the Tars need to try and look for. Down the line. And it'll be a throw coming for the Tars. Great job there. Crosby just playing that ball down the line. Parentis was unable to get to it, but it was just enough down the line and took the defender away from everything. She was unable to corral it and gifts the Tars the throw in their own area. Throw in now. Bowman gets a piece of it. Von Eschenbach heads it down, but not necessarily the best play, as now here comes Askedam for Tampa. Keeps it in play. Just clear downfield.
Wow.
And that will be a foul as Askedam sandwiched between Parentis and Von Eschenbach.
Just that ability to look at defenders, not be afraid, bring it down and just split them, that takes a lot of skill and confidence.
With that ball downfield, you wanted Parentis to try and step in and take that away, but
yeah,
she kind of waited a little bit. Shalisa Crowell will head that down.
It's a great header, by the way.
As China McGirt goes down, nothing called. Tars trying to press people forward, not going to help them this time. Rost goes hard into a challenge, nothing given. It's both were going for the ball, so
from the looks
50-50.
of the substitution, looks like Alicia Shuck is making her move.
It's a good time to do it now as China McGirt pushing forward. Askedam now against Von Eschenbach, and
that's great by Von Eschenbach.
Just keeping her away for the moment as Von Eschenbach will win the ball back. Has it taken away. Still with Molly, and she will win it back for the Tars. Great effort from the freshman.
Good patience, too.
Parentis picks her head up, tries to pick out the pass.
Whoa.
Snyder, she will win, and that's going to be a penalty. Stone cold.
Jaya Parentis just came on as a sub and just made a defense-splitting pass. And
Kaylin Snyder taken out in the box. It looks like Caroline Freikart is down, clutching her ankle. We'll tend to her in a second. But a great ball. That's all you needed, that one pass to open up the defense. And it allowed for an opportunity. Snyder goes down, taken out.
Just to give you the ripple effect of a team game soccer is, Crowell and Rost have been the defensive heroes all night, keeping the Tars in the game. Just for this one moment for Parentis to make this pass. Keeping the game at 0 always gives you a chance. Just hang around, and now this is the best opportunity of the night for the Tars to go up a goal.
So now you got to wonder, if Caroline Freikart is injured and she has to come off, will Tampa have to go with their other goalkeeper, Sydney Ross, fresh off the bench?
Well, they're both seniors, so we'll have to see the playing ability of these two keepers between Freikart and Ross.
But if Ross has to come in, the first thing that she'll be having to do is try and stop a penalty. That's a really tough ask.
Good point, yeah.
We will see what happens. Before we get to that, I do need to get to some things. So Rollins Athletics would like to thank its premier sponsor, Geico, for their ongoing support of Rollins Athletics. With Geico's alumni discount program, Rollins graduates can save even more on car insurance. Please visit geico.com to start your alumni discount quote today. And the athletics department would also like to recognize its contributing partners, Geico, Career Source of Central Florida, AdPro Team Sports, Coca-Cola, Jewett Orthopedic Clinic, Seminole Chiropractic Medicine, Yogurtland, Hilton Orlando in Altamont Springs, Spectrum Sports Performance, Waterboy Sports, Simple Thought Productions, and Jim Hogue Photography. Thank you for all your support of Rollins Athletics.
Now, Austin, in regards to penalty kicks, I've scored a couple and I've missed a couple. All this time that is elapsed in between the call and the actual kick actually goes in favor of the keeper. It's just so much time to think about it. And the hero of the night so far, Shalisa Crowell, is going to have the weight on her shoulders here.
Where's she going? Where do you think?
I say keeper's right, her left.
I'll say that as well, actually. I like that. So it will be Shalisa Crowell with 15:43 left to go. Looks to give the Tars an advantage. Ref blows. Crowell steps, takes. It will be to her left, and she scores. Shalisa Crowell gives the Tars the lead.
Yes, Elisa!
That was like drinking a cup of tea. She came out of the huddle, stepped up, and just slotted it home. Oh, and by the way, do you want the lotto numbers for tonight? Because I got it all in my head. So, well, hanging around in soccer, like in sports, you hang around and you will get your chance. And that's what Rollins has done so far tonight.
So now with the 1-goal advantage, the Tars make some substitutions. Isabella Poma off. Who else is coming off? It's going to be China McGirt coming off and Kaylin Snyder coming off. So meanwhile, Yaya Meng is in. It will be Karina Santin in and Jill Richards in. So Tars with some fresh legs now. They have 15 minutes to try and either add on to their lead or just hold on to this 1-0 advantage. But now that the goal has been scored, it's going to be incredibly dangerous for the Tars. They have to keep their composure to keep this 1-0 advantage.
Austin, you're the most vulnerable when you've just scored. So let's see the next 5 minutes here.
The ball's played through. Jill Richards tries to clear it. Can't be too cute with it as Mortensen tries to just play it on the ground. Eventually just clears it downfield. There you go. Richards boots it down. And again, like you said, 5 minutes after you're scoring, you got the adrenaline rush. You're happy that you finally got the goal. Team celebrating, but you can't turn off for a second.
Yeah, and you lose focus.
Stanton now plays it back. Richards, ball over the top. Meng is under it. She'll be unable to get to it. Gonzalez is there. Meng with the constant pressure, though. Tampa able to get it away. So Mortensen gets the last touch on it and actually knocks it off her defender, so it'll be a Tars throw.
Wow, what a game we have here tonight. It's been open, it's been action-packed. We've seen great players display their skill, and we've seen a great pass by Jaya Parentis to create that chance.
So with that 1-goal advantage now.
Guess who?
Yep. Erin Switalski makes her move off the bench, and it will be Robin Whitaker coming back on along with Libby Wisman. So starters back into the game now for the Tampa Spartans, and well, now they got to deal with Wisman or with Whitaker again. Ball on the ground. Von Eschenbach pops it away. Eschenbach against Askedam has been a great matchup today. As here's a ball over the top for Santin, and she won't be able to get to it.
Yeah, Van Eschenbach has totally stepped up since Kira McMeekan came off, and she has owned that spot in front of the back four, sorry.
Number 12 marking number 12, and it has been a very interesting matchup to say the least.
Yeah.
Ross now just plays it out safely.
Here comes that red tide.
Ball thrown in from Raymond.
Wow.
And the wall, that was the wind, yes?
I
didn't just see something that knocked it out of play.
I think in baseball terms it's a screwball.
Had a bit too much spin on it.
Because that was down the middle of the plate and tailed all the way into the batter.
Olivia Talmadge is back on now as Mariah Daly gets a much-deserved rest. Ball, couldn't tell who that came off of. Abdel Katani says it came off of Tampa, though, so we'll go with his judgment on that one.
She may want to check the pitching coach after that throw, because that was a lot of movement there.
Thrown in, Santin under it, bounces over her. Here's the matchup, Askedam and Von Eschenbach.
Amazing.
And Von Eschenbach forces her to take it out.
What a turnaround. I mean, Asgadam was having the freedom of Barker Family Stadium in the first half, and now Von Eschenbach has stepped up and tightened things up for the Tars.
I think what they've done, the adjustment that they made when Von Eschenbach came on is just, instead of just more of a zonal marking, they've just matched up with her. Just taking the ball away from her, taking the ability for her to create away from her completely and letting the other players just defend.
Yeah.
I think that's been the key for the Tars to this point as Ross charges.
You know, Asgadam wants to turn and play in front of her. If you play her with her back to the goal, it's such a plus for the defense.
Again, Molly Von Eschenbach has done a great job of just forcing her one way or the other, keeping up with her foot speed.
That Orlando Pride experience is coming into play.
Credit Ali Krieger for that one, maybe. Gonzalez into the box. Still loose, popped up and out of play. Will be a corner kick again on the other side.
Any estimate on the corner kicks for the Spartans?
Let's see, they've had about 3 this half, and I think they had 3 last half, so I would say about 6. Yeah, this should be about their 6th or 7th.
Get it out, Blue.
So now all Tampa players are into the general area.
Yep. Just a little Taiwu at the back.
High ball up in the air, headed down, and it's saved off the line. Kelly Rosewell, what a save. Still alive, and Mortensen knocks it away. Kelly Rosewell, huge stop there.
You know, you need a big save from the keeper every game. That was that save that the Tars needed desperately.
Just so much traffic in the box, in the 18, and in the 6. It's just incredible she even got to the ball. Here's another chance. Back post header, and it's going to roll out. It will be a regular throw, no corner kick this time.
What a save by Rosewell, though.
Ball's back into play, and it's offside. Jaya Parentis forcing the issue.
Yeah, lack of concentration by the Spartans there, just trying to be too quick.
Again, now with that 1-goal lead, and a few minutes have gone by for them to compose themselves, the Tars have the advantage.
Yeah.
Tampa's going to try and look for the equalizer. They're going to push for the equalizer, but they still got time. If you force them to start rushing things, it'll be like what Rollins was doing in the first half.
Correct.
Exactly what you want to do. As Rost playing with Whitaker, in steps Kayla Crosby to clear it away. Still in Rollins' offensive third, or defensive third, shall I say. Crosby shoved off the ball. It's back and out of play, looking for Raymond, but skirted just by her foot.
Looks like the Spartans are getting a little bit of tunnel vision, just getting stuck in the corner and not bringing it out.
Tars just need to get it away from their defensive third.
Yeah.
Richards now tries to head it down for Meng. Plays it off now. Santin plays it down for Parentis. It's going to be a too heavy of a ball, though. Good idea, just a little too heavy of a touch.
I love looking in one direction and passing in the other. That was fantastic by Santin. Just couldn't get the weight on the ball, though.
Your eyes send the defender one way, your feet send them the other. That's what you want to do. Here's a chance for Tampa, though. Wisman is in. In comes Mortensen, though, who steps in and takes it away, clears the ball away. Amy Mortensen coming from the opposite side of the field. Big play from her.
That was a long trek from right back, but boy, was that timely or what?
The one-time volley, it's going to be taken, and Rosewell collects. Not the greatest hit ball there from Whitaker, but you never know what'll happen when it's rolling towards goal. Rosewell with a heavy boot takes it down, and Meng is going to get under it. Meng's going to have a chance now. Tries to chip the keeper, and that will go over top.
Good effort by Meng.
Not much you could have done with that one if you were Meng, though. Defense closing in, nobody around you. Credit to Meng for just taking it one time, and she will indeed come off for China McGirt. She's had a few minutes of rest,
but I love Meng's confidence, even in the first half, and it shows again here in this second half.
Again, Meng, one of the 4 goal scorers, well, now 5 goal scorers for the Tars this season.
Yeah.
Just to double check, that is Shalisa Krau's first goal of the year. Tars now have 5 goals on the season.
As we take a look over at the number 2, Kira McMeekan.
Still just trying to work her looks like her knee out. Not sure if they'll risk her for the rest of the game, though.
No, I don't think so.
That one's going to go out of play as Tampa tried to clear it downfield. Tars will remain with possession.
So, now it's time for Jill Richards and Jaya Parentis to get a hold of this ball and try and bring some calm.
This is where China McGirt's physicality will come into play, just holding up possession and trying to do something with it. Here's Jill Richards now. Holds up play. Cuts it back.
Taking some time.
Shakes off her defender. Gets it off for Parentis.
Good cross.
One little ball through. It's going to be taken by Taiwo and headed up in the air. Von Eschenbach right there, though, and tries to play it forward.
Yeah, just like you said, even though that pass went astray, she was right in the back pocket as Asgadom, and that's so important for the Tars tonight.
Ross is under it after it jumps over the head. Shalisa Crowell gets into it. Parentis heads it down and out of play. But again, credit for the back line of the Tars stepping up and just clearing that one down. There's just a gap in the midfield there for the Tars, and they were able to clean it up. Crowell chests it, clears it.
Oh, she's
Santin
in.
is on. Karina Santin takes it to the corner, and now she will milk some clock just a bit. Tries to back heel flick and did not work out, but Tars will remain with possession.
You know, Austin, with 5 minutes and 45 seconds, I wanted to see Santin be a little bit more positive there, but
You could hear from the bench they wanted her to take it to the corner, though,
Yeah.
so I think it's all in the game plan at this point. So Santin will actually come off now in favor, I believe it was Kaylin Snyder that came in. So Snyder will hold up, tries to keep it in the corner. Eschenbach unable to maintain possession, and now here comes Tampa. Taiwo coming forward. Eschenbach with a great tackle. And it will stay in play. Mortensen will be able to keep it and knock it out.
Aschenbach being a freshman, man, there's so much for Coach Shuck to look at after this game.
And that's a bit of a miscue as the ref got in the way. Here's Taiwo now taking it forward. Tries to drive it forward, and good job by Joe Richards just getting in the way to block it away. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. It's going to come down to the wire.
Joe, right shoulder.
She may not be the fleetest of foot, as you would say, but she knows where to be and when to be there.
And you know what, though? She has a left and a right, which makes her very versatile and a coach's dream.
You can never tell which ball she wants her foot on.
Yeah.
Quick throw from the Tampa Spartans. Parentis clears downfield. Oh, and here's Kaylin Snyder on the run. Gonzalez is right behind her, though, and she'll take it right to the corner. Gets the angle, now pulls it back, and well, she tries to knock it off Gonzalez, but missed her leg entirely, so goal kick coming for Tampa.
So with 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I think the plan is clear. Looks like the Tars are going to try to hold on to this 1-goal lead.
Freitgard puts it down. Parentis steps in. Giant Parentis, nice little slotted pass over to Snyder. She'll take it to the corner again. She's taken down, and the ref will give a free kick. When Giant Parentis gets those little pockets of space, you never know where she's going to pass it.
Yeah, and she seems so...
When she's on her passing game, she's incredibly effective.
And she has
I think she was a bit outmatched and a bit pressured in the first half, but now she's settled down as that one's taken right off the face, I believe, of... let's see, who was that? That was Sid Greiner. Took it right off the face. Is now Parentis takes it to the corner. And it will be out of play in the corner.
Yeah, going back to Parentis, she's getting a chance to show off that vision. And she has made the Spartans pay so far in the second half with that space that she's been afforded.
And if you're trying to kill off the game in this situation, Parentis isn't necessarily the most physical player, and it's a foul throw on Parentis. So maybe they go with a more physical body just to shield the ball off when they take it to the corner.
Yeah, but she is an excellent ball handler, though.
That is indeed true. And that one's going to pop over top the Honda driving past.
Another victim.
Bounces over top once, twice. Shalisa Crowell steps in. Parentis is there, and she'll take it away. No, it'll be McGirt. Tries to play it back for Parentis. Instead, it knocks off a Tampa defender, and it'll be a throw coming for Rollins. 1:28 and counting. Almost feels like a second ago we were saying 4 minutes and counting. Tars have really killed off this game well. China McGirt now, shielding the ball. Takes it inside. Good job, China McGirt. Someone's got to come help her. It's going to be Kaylin Snyder into the goal now. It's going to be just off, and it will be no penalty, nothing given. I think Snyder was asking for a second penalty.
What an opportunity that was for Snyder.
So 1-0, under a minute to go. Here's Taiwo in the back line. Gets it off for Gonzalez. They're going to start pushing a lot of bodies forward now. Ball over top. Knocked out by Crosby. 37 seconds to go.
If I were the Spartans, my 3 defenders would be in that box by now.
Askedam and Van Eschenbach. Good job from her. It will be a corner now. Here comes everybody. Freikart is coming up now. It'll be Askedam on the corner. This is the last chance for Tampa Spartans. Into the box. Popped up in the air. Headed down, and it's on the near post. Blocked away. Still in the area. Askedam headed down by Molly Van Eschenbach. Gonzalez takes a shot. That's it. The Tars escape. They pull out a 1-0 victory. The penalty from Shalisa Crowell, the defensive effort from the entire back line, and the Tars manage a 1-0 victory against the Tampa Spartans. A huge win for Rollins College.
What a win for not only the Tars, but Coach Alicia Shuck. Turning this game around in the second half has to be a testament to the coaching staff here. Alicia Shuck made the changes, and little number 12, Molly Van Eschenbach, is the player of the second half. I know how good Crowell was. I know how good Ali Ross was. But Van Eschenbach shutting down Asgadom to totally turn the tide in this second half.
Especially with Whitaker out, that was their go-to playmaker in Asgadom. And without her being that linchpin of the offense, they really couldn't operate. So again, I agree completely with you. Molly Van Eschenbach, player of the second half for both of us. A huge performance for the freshman.
Yeah, not taking anything away from Crowell and Ali Ross, but Van Eschenbach has owned the last 45 minutes.
So with that, that is it. Tars pull out a 1-0 victory. They now go to 3-5-1, 2-2-1 in conference. Meanwhile, Tampa, they are 5-2-1, and I believe that's their first conference loss, or second conference loss, shall I say. They're 2-2-0 to this point. This goes win-loss tie.
You know, if I was head coach Erin Switalski, I would be a little disappointed. Had a great first half. They came in here, they were the aggressors. They created more chances, more corners, more possession. Just couldn't convert. So the visitors have to be disappointed. But Rollins Stars, the home team, have to be elated with this gutsy performance.
Absolutely. So now the Tars, they will be playing away from home their next game. That's going to be in West Palm Beach against Palm Beach Atlantic. The men will be home on Saturday, barring a hurricane. We'll see what happens with that. Stay tuned to rollinsports.com for all the latest information on that. There will be a makeup date if that game is postponed, because the Tars, well, they've already had 2 games canceled and they can't have a third. So that's the struggle of living in Florida. You have the hurricane. Instead of snow days, you have hurricane days. So with that, for Ryan Davis, my name's Austin David. Thank you very much for joining us here on another broadcast of Rollins Women's Soccer here on the Tars Sports Network, and of course on SunshineStateConference.tv. We will see you next time, hopefully on Saturday, for the men's game against Palm Beach Atlantic, the number 5 team in the nation. So thank you very much again. Go Tars, and have a pleasant evening.